tryna take my throne. They couldn't build their own. They can't believe my growth. They see the change, the tone, but they couldn't handle that. No, they couldn't handle that. If they really knew the fact, they really don't. To have a gift.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel where we discuss popular mainstream music. And in this video, you read the title, okay? Billie Eilish, okay? Pop or alternative, okay? Pop or alternative, okay? And in this series, I'm gonna be choosing specific artists that can be mixed between genres and how we categorize them, okay? And we're gonna be questioning whether or not they're a specific genre or not, okay? Because the way we categorize genres can be very political. But before we get into that, if you enjoyed the little snippet of music in the beginning of this video, that is my music, okay? I'm a music artist too, so definitely check it out. All you have to do is type my name, Sam Dolphin, here on YouTube, and it'll definitely pop up. You can also listen to my music on music streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, so yes, definitely check it out. I'd really appreciate it. Getting back into the video, okay, Billie Eilish, okay? Pop or alternative? Is Billie Eilish pop or alternative, okay? And before we get into this, I just want to make a disclaimer that yes, Billie Eilish is a pop star in the sense of popularity. Billie Eilish has a very young fan base. She has the Gen Z, Gen Alpha eyes. She is very popular, very successful. Okay, and she's definitely a trendsetter. So she definitely has, and she's young. She has a lot of attributes, basically of a pop star, except her music, questionably. And I'm here to question it because personally, even though, yes, I believe Billie Eilish is a superstar, she's a pop superstar in the sense of popularity and she does music. But when we talk about pop, the genre, okay, not pop star, your popularity, but pop music, like the genre, I've always questioned Billie Eilish whether she really is a pop, whether she really does pop music. Is she a pop artist? I always looked at her personally like an alternative artist, but just a very popular one. Probably one of the most popular ever, which makes her iconic. But I always looked at her as an alternative artist, and this doesn't take anything away from her. It doesn't make me look bad at her. It's just the way I look at genuine music, and I feel like because of all the politics of her popularity, her being a trendsetter, her being young, people just put her in the pop category. You know, she's a white girl who sings, put her in pop. When really, and it's the same way they do with black girls. Oh, she's black girl singing, she's R&B, and not looking at the genre. When really, is she really a pop artist? Is she really doing pop music? Or is she an alternative? If you look at Billie Eilish music, it's more sad. It could be very deep, sad, emotional, dark, you know, can have really, really dark themes, a very unique tempo. She could be singing, you know, really slowly, but the beat's really fast, or she's really fast, but the beat's slow. Very unique in that sense, and it could definitely use a lot of electronics, you know, very subtle and minimal, but still like electronic.
Just need some friction.
I'm really
Gonna claim your life souvenir just to sell you in a year. You better keep it. Just keep your head down, down, down.
Like using lots of elements of electronic music, which to me, all those attributes is alternative. Like alternative music definitely is always categorized through electronic music. A lot of electronic music is considered alternative. A lot of times when artists want to get very alternative and weird and unique, they use electronic futuristic beats, okay, because electronic is very futuristic, it's very unique, and that's why people put it in the alternative. It could be very experimental. So a lot of times electronic music is associated with alternative music. music, and the dark energy, the dark tempo, the dark energy, very different, okay, than what is pop music. And what's pop music, okay, pop music to me is more bright music. It tends to be more bright, okay. This is because pop wants to be positive, it wants to be flashy, it wants to get everyone's attention, it wants to be likable. So the energy and the personality of pop music tend to be very bright, okay? You can see with the colors, the expression of a lot of artists, the energy, the happy music, the up-tempo music, definitely pop. And not only is it bright in attitude and up tempo, it could be mid tempo. It could be chill, but that could be like more of a pop ballad. Okay, so we'll get into that. That's usually what they categorize slow pop music, pop ballads. But it tends to be bright, mid to up tempo, positive, bright, strong energy. And another attribute with pop music is that it tends to be standard music. Standard meaning the most popular sounds, okay? The most popular sounds, the most listened to sounds. That's where pop music tends to gravitate to. So whatever is very popular in terms of sound, what everyone's listening to. And then the final thing is pop is a medium, okay? Pop is a medium. It is a hybrid of genres. It usually takes two polar opposite of the most popular sounds and kind of mix it together, and you get that nice medium sound. And we talked about that when we talked about with SZA and categorizing her. But pop is also a medium, okay? So not only is it popular, the popular sounds, bright sounds, up tempo, has that type of energy, but it's also a medium. It's a mixture of sounds. It gets a nice neutral to make a nice neutral sound. The way you get that trendy universal sound is by taking attributes from all genres and blending it and kind of getting that nice middle. So a lot of times pop works as a medium. That's why it can change so much. The sound can change so much because depending on what is popular, that's going to change the medium. So if dance and house is very popular, they're going to take lots of attributes from that, okay? But they're going to get a nice medium, a nice middle. They're going to take attributes from R&B and maybe attributes from rock to give it a nice blend, okay? If rock and hip hop are the most popular genres, then they're going to get a nice mixture of it to get a nice medium, a nice blend. That's how you get that neutral sound that works for anybody, because again, you're blending and fusing sounds to get a nice medium. That's how pop music works. It's like a hybrid of genres. It is a nice medium. It pulls from the most popular sounds and giving it a nice medium so that it's blended and everyone can relate to it. That's what makes it so universal and so likable, okay? Beyond just it being bright, because pop could be sad, but still the sound is relatable. The pop, the music, the actual music, the instrumental, the way it's being used is relatable because you're pulling from different and popular sounds. So it's familiar, but it's nice and evenly mixed so that it's likable for anybody. So someone who's a big R&B fan can like pop because they're pulling from R&B. And someone who's a big rock fan can like pop because it's pulling from rock. Pulling from these attributes and getting a nice medium makes you very safe and very likable for everyone. That's why it's very universal. And it can even be superficial because of that too. You know, you're not getting the real grit of hip-hop. You're not getting the real soul of R&B. You're not getting the real spaz of rock because it's a nice medium. But that's pop music. That's how it becomes likable, because it's really relatable and it works for everyone. So that being said, with pop music, that is not Billie Eilish's music. Billie Eilish music it hits the... Billie Eilish's music is edgy. It goes beyond the rules. It is alternative. It doesn't look for the most popular sound. It might take a little bit from something, but it is unique. It is alternative. It goes against what is traditionally the sound. Okay, it is not bright and happy and trying to get your attention in this, bright way. It is very dark and intentionally dark. It's quiet even. It's unique sounding. It's alternative. Pop, the point of pop is to be very relatable. It is not that. Alternative is the exact opposite, and that's what Billie Eilish does. She's challenged people's music taste in terms of redefining what a popular artist is and what type of music they can make. So yes, she again is a pop star in the definition, in the sense of she's popular as heck and she's super trendy, just like pop artists. But the music that she's making is alternative. Her music is not pop. It is not taking from the most popular sounds. It's very different, very unique sounding. It goes against the grain. It's not about being trendy. It is very unique. She sings in a very unique way. The whisper, the head voice is very different from the typical pop singers with the more nasally full voice. Okay, the dark tone. She's not trying to like invite you. She's scaring you in a sense. She's going deep and dark. Which pop again can go deep and dark, but when pop goes dark, it's like it comes off more like, Rihanna going bad with her, Rude Boy, or like Katy Perry going bad, It is not the same with Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is literal.
Explain my symptoms, all my pain. You are my strange addiction.
I'm really
Was a promise, would you break it? If you're honest, tell the mirror what you know she said before. I don't want, I know we didn't choose to change. You might not wanna lose your power. Power isn't pain.
It's not. And some people will be like, oh, well, Billie Eilish is like the new Lady Gaga or like the new Pink, like we always have that. But no. Again, Pink and Lady Gaga could have expressed very dark visuals, okay, with their fashion, with their music videos, with even their personality and attitude. But with their music was pop. It was still pop music. Listen to Pink's music, listen to Lady Gaga's music. Pink is a little more pop rock orientated, but it's still pop. And you guys know Lady Gaga. So Lady Gaga's like electro dance. So with, Billie, you can call her maybe indie pop, maybe alternative pop, alt pop, alternative pop, which is fine. But again, with this series, when I categorize these artists, it's about the primary genre. I absolutely believe that they could be pulling for a genre. So you can even consider Billie like alternative pop. But at the end of the day, to me, her music sounds alternative. It sounds like it's going against the grain. It's unique. It's dark. It's not using the most popular sounds and trends and sounds. It is different. It is unique sounding. And that's what stood her out. And that can speak to the generation. The newer generation, Gen Z, of course they're not the newer generation anymore, and now it's going to be Gen Alpha, but she's a Gen Z artist. She was manifested by Gen Z, and they, can sometimes represent the death of, the pop star in a sense. So maybe that's why they manifest a pop superstar like Billie Eilish, who makes alternative music, who doesn't even make pop music, makes alternative music, because this is what is the new generation that killed the pop star, and maybe this could be a representation of that. But no, that's like theory. But again, what do you think? Do you think Billie Eilish does pop music, or do you think she does alternative music? Would you consider her a pop artist, alternate artist? Again, yes, we can call her pop simply because of her popularity. But looking at her music, at her genre, is she truly pop? Is this truly pop music or alternative music? And if it's alternative music, can she be the first big, huge alternative superstar? Because we don't have that. We have artists who've pulled from alternative, who've done experimental albums, done that. But that's not after they've done their huge pop hits, their popular hits, whether it be hip hop, pop, R&B, whatever. This is an artist who, in my opinion, is purely alternative. And she is getting the popularity of a pop superstar. So maybe she's just an alternative superstar and one of the first in the original. because to me, it's not pop. I don't feel like Billie Eilish makes pop music. I feel like she makes alternative music. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really want to know, do you think she does pop or alternative? Let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out my music, okay? And I'll check you guys out on the next video.